Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will be the first up today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The Buckeyes getting set on first and 10. Ball handed off. Finding some room with the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
In the red area, it's Judkins. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything, varying from...
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job in setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Tigers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback keeps it here, fighting him off. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
And the defense wraps him up.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a quick grab.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
To throw, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. They pick up the 1st on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
There's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the 1st down for a new set of downs.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first?
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Trying the run, it's Judkins. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. On the ground, it's Maffa. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. The pass rush closing in. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The Tigers will have to kick this away. Bringing it back, it's Abuka. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. On 1st down, it's play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Oh, what a cut, and still going. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but it's past the marker. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? They'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Trying to find some room. It's Judkins. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. This is the 6th play on the drive. Tailback with another carry. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
On third down, it's a handoff. The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. There's a 1st and 10 play. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And now the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's 2nd down here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a 1st down, and now it's 4th down. The Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. With the return, it's Ncaa. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using his legs, it's Judkins.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
A change of direction. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Rifles this football to the left. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. sixth play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Howard. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. So here we go, first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Grab down the middle. It's Henderson. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Caught over the middle. It's Ncaa. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
To the air, it's Howard. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This air attack is still unstoppable. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. I mean, it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
And the Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. On the return, it's Abuka. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On the run, it's Judkins.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Keeping it on the ground here. Stopped right there at the line with no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The Tigers come up the line to crank the tempo up here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. With sure hands, it's Scott. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Tackle, but 1st down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Judkins. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And the Tigers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. The incompletion makes it 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Henderson. 2nd down play coming up. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down after that previous play. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Jukes to get free. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead. First down here for this offense. And the back now goes in motion. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. Still plenty of life left. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And bulldozing his way through. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On the ground, it's Henderson. Oh, look at the quick cut. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. And here's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. You've reached the end of the 3rd quarter of this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's good for a first down near the 40. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He shreds the tackle. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator,
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard, and he's so much fun to watch.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Makes it 2nd and medium. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And it's caught off the deflection. Touchdown, Clemson. Trying to come all the way back. Here we go, national championship game, 4th quarter, 1-possession game. Kirk, let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Looking for some space. It's Henderson.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Smith.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Here's the second down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Scott. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense is still clicking.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Here's the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Clemson off. Out of the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. They move the 6. They'll hold to the line here on first down now. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it'll cost the offense 5. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. That sack makes it 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do it.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Oh, and no. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Play action here on 1st down. Looking for 6. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Man, I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead, and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship?
It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And he spikes it to stop the clock. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The DB's backing off from the line now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him. The defense has the last word today. That's a sweet victory. champions. A really entertaining one. It was a fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes.